Hey guys, out of curiosity here, back with another video. So in this video, let's see what 390 Adventure has to offer when it comes to the TFT Dash. So what you see in front of you is the dashboard of the 390 Adventure. This is the same with the 390 Duke as well. So how to control this is you have these four buttons here on the left side. So this is how you control all your toggles: up, down, back and set. So you see the displays changing in so many fashion. So this is how you control it. So please ignore the background noise. It's a festival season and it's bursting crackers everywhere. Sounds like I'm actually making this video from a military base. So that's fine. Let's see what is there in the dash. So first comes it's your trip one information and what is the average speed and the average consumption and the date, battery voltage, fuel range which is remaining with the available fuel, and the phone signal. Yes, it has Bluetooth compatibility with the smartphones. So it shows the phone signal, what is the strength of the signal, and the phone battery, the time here, and the Bluetooth indicator. And this is the rev meter or the tachometer, and the fuel gauge, and the temperature meter, and your speedometer, and the odometer. And this shows what mode you are using when it comes to ABS. Currently this is in road mode, and this shows the motorcycle traction control, whether it is on or off. So on the left side you have this engine malfunction light, ABS light, the traction control light, and the oil pressure, drop in oil pressure. This shows any system is malfunctioning. It shows as a warning. So when you switch on the display, you see this warning signs. It says kill switch. That means to say the engine kill switch is off. So you need to turn it on so that it goes off like this. And it also says if the side stand is on. So just take off the side stand. That also goes off. So this is how it looks when you start the bike with the kill switch off and side stand off. So and also this is the gear position indicator. It shows here as well gears. So if you go to first, it will show first, neutral, it will show neutral as well. So let's toggle through the menu. So first this is the set is what takes you to the menu option, and up and down and back. So when you have to select use this button. So when I press set, it goes to the menu. So this is the menu which is available here. So first one is the KTM My Ride. So this is entirely with regards to your smartphone connectivity. So you get a KTM My Ride app in the Play Store which you can download. Obviously it comes with the cost. So this is the audio controls. You can control all your songs, play and forward, backward, volume up and down, everything is available. So when you go back, this is the navigation. So when you connect to your KTM My Ride, there is an inbuilt navigation in the KTM My Ride app. So there you can use the navigation, and all the navigation, once you start using the navigation, it shows here in this part of the screen. Like it shows left, right, 30 meters left, 30 meters right, and it shows the distance to reach, all those information just like your Google Maps. So after the navigation, let's go to the pairing mode. So this is where you pair your phone or headset. If you want to pair a new phone, you have to go to the pairing, phone, and again go to pairing. So this shows the status, it is not connected, and you can also delete the pairing. So and if you go to headset, again it shows what is the status, not connected, delete pairing. And here you can pair a new headset. One thing to note is that only one devices are allowed, even in the headset and phone. So let's get back to trip data. So this is your general information, trip 1 details, trip 2 details, and what are the warning signs. So if you have the side stand on, it will show what is the warning currently you have. Side stand, if you have the kill switch on, that is a warning, and if you have ABS off, traction control off, it will show the details here. So let me take the side stand off. So next we move on to motorcycle. So this is where you see the motorcycle traction control on and off. So uh, company doesn't recommend you to turn off the motorcycle traction control, and also ABS road and off-road. There is no way you can completely disable the ABS. Off-road, front ABS will be on, the rear will be disabled. So this is a quick shift plus, you can switch it on and off according to your preference. So next is the settings. So here you can set the favorite. So favorite, what it means is, so on the front display, I'll show you here. On the front display, what are the things you want to see. So these are something which you have to set in the favorites. So here, see, I have selected this trip 1, average speed, average consumption. So you have all this list, you can choose it from this list. So next is quick selector 1. So what does this quick selector 1 is, from the main display, once you press up what you should get, quick select down what you should get. So currently what I have is trip 1 data, I have it on the main display. So up I have set it for trip 2, and down I have set it for audio control. So let's go back to that menu. Next is Bluetooth. If you want your Bluetooth to be always on or off, so what happens is, if you have any phone which is already paired, when you just start switch on the ignition, your phone will get connected automatically. So if you want to avoid all those, you can set that in the Bluetooth settings. So this is a system theme, so you can choose it from here. Currently you see this black screen, actually it turns white in the daytime. So if you set it for automatic, daytime, it will sense the light, and the display will be completely white, how you see in the startup display. Daytime, when you are using, you will see the day mode also in place of night, so you can set it either way. So this is a shift light. It says shift light is not available. Shift light is your tachometer shift light. So once you reach that certain RPM limit, it will start blinking. So after the shift light, this is a date and clock information. So you can set your date and clock. Units, distance, how do you want to see, and fuel consumption, do you want to see how many liters per 100 kilometers it's consuming, how many kilometers per liter. So, and language, you can select your language, and service, it will say how many kilometers are left for your next service, and what is the date, and also it says the version of this dash here. The below it says version 8. So extra functions, 3-axis IMU motorcycle traction control. So it senses your lean, how the bike is leaning towards, and when you give the throttle, it senses that lean as well when it controls the power or activates the traction control. And also the cornering ABS. So again, it will sense your lean angles, and when you hit the brakes, it will control like how much braking should be applied at that moment. So these are some of the electronics which are available in the 390 dashboard, and this dashboard is very familiar or similar to the 790 Adventure, 790 Duke. So this is what it looks like. Let me just start the engine and show you how it looks. So, so this is what I was talking about, the tachometer. So it also shows the high beam as well here. So this is your high beam switch in KTM. So yeah, this is pretty much it. It's a very loaded display in my opinion. You get all the information what you need from this. So if you ask me about this display, it is very clear. Camera, I don't think the camera is able to show the clarity what it has. It is very clear. The color is actually not completely black here. It is kind of a dark blue, kind of, maybe because of the white it's showing blue, but the display quality is too good, the visibility is good, functions are good, the way it operates to your clicks is very fast, it doesn't lag anywhere. So if you ask me about the reliability or the quality of the display, it's very good. Daytime, under the sunlight, no problem with the visibility. Nighttime, you can see here it's pretty clear. So yeah, this is one thing. So this is one thing I wanted to add. So when the display is so beautiful and so many technologies used, obviously you need to protect it just like your smartphone. So just check out my previous video where I have put a screen guard for this as well. You can see this screen guard as well. So check out my old video for this, and thanks for watching, and do subscribe to my channel. There's more videos which are coming out on the 390 adventure. Yeah, do share this video and give it a thumbs up as well.